Alright, welcome back. So, in the previous part, we did get a special ability for our sword, and it allows us to turn people who have been turned to stone back to people. Oh, thank you. You're the one who returned me to normal, aren't you? I don't know how you did it, but I can't thank you enough. Listen, have you seen how strange the king has been lately? Because it's not the king at all. Wow. Never would have guessed that one. One by one, he turned us all to stone. Then the monsters arrived, even paralyzed. I saw it all. I only pray it's not too late to undo his evil. Clearly it's not. Jeff, we need your help. Body took our petrified, blah blah blah. Must be planning something fiendish. You must stop him. Alright, talk with you. We'll double check with all these guys, make sure for sure before we leave here. Yep. Pure so. Alright, cool. Okay, so we're not actually going to do Dark Hyrule Castle just yet. If you notice, we are missing a lot of hearts still. There are a lot of pieces of hearts that we still need to find. But before we can really do that, we do need to find our way out of here. And unfortunately, I don't think you can use the ocarina inside. So let's just avoid enemies for right now and try and find our way out of here. I think we could actually drop down there, and it might actually be faster to go that way. Remember these things stop you from using just your sword, or okay, it is sub-weapons as well. Trapdoor. It's too much work to actually kill them. I don't think we can do anything here at the moment. Actually, we can go ahead and transform to small and go back out. So, and thankfully the enemies won't actually activate while we're like this. Ooh. Those bubbles can still be annoying though. So, as you can probably guess, after we get out of here, I am going to change the post-commentary, and I'm going to do all of the cleanup stuff, because there is a lot of cleanup. I don't really want to bore people with that. It just makes things a little easier. Just saying, probably shouldn't put the switch inside the prison cell. Seems like pretty, dumb design there. There we go. Hey, King. How are you doing? Oh, I was expecting him to, like, talk to us. Oh, Jeff. Are you the one who broke the curse and returned me to normal? Well, I'm the only one here, so... You've grown up. You've grown quite a bit. You're quite brave since I saw you, I must say. Oh, but... how the castle has suffered while I was under Vadi's curse. Is this all the work of one man? As King of Hyrule, I must do something about this villain. But, I'm too old. and I would only hold you back. You have the sacred blade now. You must rely on me, and we must rely on you. Please, you must find a way to rescue Zelda. Take this key. You can use it to get out of the castle from the basement. You got a small key! Alright, cool. Yeah, I know how to use a small key game. Thanks. Appreciate it. It's kind of annoying, but alright. So now I have to wait. Come on. Okay, that's another trap. Again, I'm just gonna kind of ignore enemies for right now. Kill these ones because, well, actually no, I don't really need to. I will get the map while I'm here. Just to make things a little simpler when we come back. Get away from me. Oh. Thankfully, you are not locked into final dungeon. Yeah, your king, I have official orders from the king that you should just allow me to go wherever I want. Instead of being complete jerks. So, alright. At this point, I am going to go ahead and do all of the cleanup nonsense that is involved with 100%ing this game. So, I will see you guys in a second. Hopefully we can get most of this done this episode. We're probably going to have to do some of it next episode, though. Alright, so see you guys in a second. Okay, so at this point we are doing post. I'm still not done recording all of the cleanup involved with this game. There is such... The thing that's really taking the longest, though, is, unsurprisingly, the figurine stuff. It's just... It's a slog. I would highly recommend not doing that, especially on your first time through the game. Honestly, don't do it. It's not worth it. It really isn't. It's only for like a heart, like a quarter heart. So, yeah. This episode is mostly going to be doing all of the sword masters so we can get the sword techniques that we've missed throughout the game. I don't remember all of the names of the different sword masters. Obviously, we'll see them as we go. This guy was loaded, though. Leave. Gray Blade. So, would you like to train here? You will learn the amazing roll attack, basically. I don't really use this a whole lot. It can be helpful, but I don't know. I just find it more trouble than it's really worth to try and perform it. Because if you mess up, then, you know, you're rolling right into an enemy. So, usually I just use the rolls to avoid enemies altogether. And I just find that to be easier. Oh, roll attack. Now, most of these are not necessary. We do come back in here because you can actually fuse kinstones with a couple of these guys. Pretty sure all of them have to do with waterfalls, which I'm guessing is a reference in the first game of Zelda, where at the top of the waterfall, that's where you could get the white sword from the guy at the top of the waterfall. Alright, so we're back in Lake Hylia. With this piece of heart. You need the rock cape to acquire it. And there's one other thing that we can do over here. And this little cave that you could normally not get to unless you had the rock cape. This has a bunch of little goodies in it. Also a lot of dead ends. There is a chest there. My biggest sort of recommendation with the mysterious shells and the whole figurine side quest is to use your save states. Like, if you're playing this on anything other than the original version of the game, you probably have access to save states. I'd highly recommend using those liberally when dealing with the figurines. That way you're not wasting shells on having to re-roll every time. Because you naturally didn't get it on a 70% chance. It's really only a big deal once you start getting into the low, like, 30s. Prior to that, you could probably justify just using one shell in most cases. Or a couple shells, maybe, to get yourself up to, like, 50%. I swear, though, that that whole thing is kind of broken. Like, I've had it at 60%, and I've tried it at least, like, 5 times, and it still gives me the wrong thing. Or one that I've already got. And, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of jank. I don't like it. It's just so tedious, and not... It's probably one of the worst sort of, I guess, side quest type things in any Zelda game, in my personal opinion. I'm trying to think of, like, a worse one. I think the only one that could possibly, like, top it is the bug catching minigame in Skyward Sword, but even then, I don't find that... And that was the thing that pissed me off the most in Skyward Sword when doing cleanup stuff. I still don't find that to be as irritating as the figurine stuff. Dig. 50 mysterious shells. I think at the moment, because I still haven't completed the figurine stuff. Okay, sorry, some random ad started playing on one of the tabs that I had open. So, yeah, that now is the new thing that's pissing me off. It's been stressful trying to get this recorded. Had some life stuff come up over the weekend, and just didn't really have enough time to get to this until Sunday. So everything's fine. Like, it's nothing specific to me, but it was just something that I had to go home for. Or go back to my parents for. So, Now that we're out of there, let's head down this way. Back into more caves. I don't think there's anything in this little loop, in this little swirl here. Doesn't seem like it. It seems like there should be something there, but doesn't appear so. There is a like that is hidden, so be careful. And nice. Art piece as well as 200 rupees. So we might want to go and spend some of those. And 200 mysterious shells. Nice. Alright, we are back in the town. Let's go ahead and buy the quiver, because why not? Unfortunately, we can't buy the extra bomb bag just yet. So, if you had noticed behind the shopkeeper's desk, there was what appeared to be a bottle filled with something. Well, we're gonna go and get that. Because I want to get all the bottles. I think I did miss that one Minish that had a kinstone bubble, unfortunately. So that's something that I'm going to have to remember to go back and look for. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get all the stones. Because there are a lot that are just treasure type stuff. I've been trying my best. And the next episode's going to be a bit more focused on knocking out a lot of the kinstones. But I definitely make no guarantee to actually completing all of them. My main priority is the actual collectibles. So like heart pieces, the bottles, and that's primarily it. At this point. Really, at this point, other than, like, the bomb bag and the bottles, the heart pieces are all that's really left. I'm sorry, my good lad, but that is not for sale. That bottle contains food for my dear little dog, Fifi. Alright, so basically he said, if you go and take this and feed my dog, you can have it. So that's what we're going to do. Although, as soon as we leave the shop, there's really no way he can know whether or not we didn't just empty the food out. Okay. While we're in here, let's go ahead and talk with a few of the customers. We'll do some more kinstones. There's so many kinstones. Like, it is just ridiculous how many kinstones are in this game. And again, not all of them are necessary. A lot of them are just treasure. The mysterious shells and rubies and more kinstones. Quite a number of patrons in this establishment are people with kinstone, wanting to fuse kinstones. I gotta say, the green ones are probably the hardest ones, because it seems like I never have enough green kinstones. Or everyone wants to fuse a green kinstone. Like, no one wants to fuse red or blues. Like, I'm sure all of it is programmed ahead of time. So, like, it's not random. At least I don't think it would be random. It'd be kind of odd if it was. Alright, so you just have to check while you're next to the bowl, and you get the empty bottle. Our third empty bottle. We'll be getting our fourth one maybe in the next part. I can't remember if we prioritize getting that sort of side quest type thing done. And just like the Skyward Sword Let's Play, things might be a little jostled around depending upon what I do in what order. Obviously, I try and keep things as consistent as possible, kind of stick to the same areas as much as I can, but there's only so much I can do with the nature of cleanup in Zelda games. Yeah, I realize it's probably just as fast to swim this than it is. Because you no longer have to fear the water now, now that you have the flippers. Ooh. The P-hats in this game are so irritating. Like, they're not an overly difficult enemy to deal with, but they're just annoying to... They're just annoying. Especially the ones that drop the bombs, because they are 10 times more aggressive. I don't remember, how do you get up there? I'm kind of blanking on that. I would have thought it would have had something to do with, with that cave that we're in, but it doesn't seem like it. Oh, hey. Alright, we're back in Hyrule Castle now. Talk with this guy down here, because I think he has a kinstone that we can fuse. Yep. And I think all of these guys want red kinstones. I don't know what the, I guess, denotion between the two. Or between the different types of kinstones. Obviously, gold ones are special kinstones that are like one, like there's only one of that kind. While like green, blue, and red are a part of their own thing. They're like the main ones that you use throughout the adventure. And there's multiple different copies of them. Hey, nice. Another piece of art. Alright, and some more mysterious shells. I haven't really, obviously I didn't really show off too much about the mysterious shell stuff. And yeah, I don't plan on showing off very much more of it, other than when we actually complete it. just so you know, you guys can see what it looks like when you complete the full thing. I did find out that there are 6 figurines that you can't get until the post-game, but they don't count towards the total when getting the heart piece. I think there is a glitch that can happen, though, if you get them after you've gotten the heart piece. But I don't remember exactly what it did. I think it was more of, like, just a music type thing in the end credits. This is definitely one of the more funnier ones, the funnier heart pieces. One of the ones that you probably wouldn't think of on your first go-round. Okay, so this guy, he can actually teach you several different sword techniques, something that I did not realize my first time through. So that is why I wasn't aware that you actually can get the Pegasus Boots sword dash from Link's Awakening. But because I didn't bother talking with this guy after the first encounter, because, I mean, there's nothing really, like, telling you to go and talk to him multiple times. Or at least not that I'm aware of. Maybe, like, a guard or something does it. Okay. Here we go. Zen Shun. Well, I'm not quite sure how you did that when I didn't even have the Pegasus boots equipped. So I think you're full of crap there, buddy. But anyways, there is the second one. I think he can teach you one more. Yeah, because the second to last one, this guy teaches you like 4 different sword techniques. It's kind of ridiculous. Now, obviously, you can't learn these until you acquired the correct weapons or tools. That might be what you're supposed to do to deal with those ball-swinging knights. Although, I'm not sure if you can even... I mean, you can come back here after you've gotten the rock cape. But, I don't know. It just seems a little odd. Okay. Now, this one stumped me for a few seconds because it's not immediately obvious which ones to push, but you need to go for those 3 and do sort of the standard block pushing strategy. Scarblade. So, once you've gotten all of the different sword techniques, you can come and talk to this guy. Spinning. Alright, cool. Now back down towards the bottom left-hand corner. We can talk with whatever this guy, the first is, and he will teach us the final sort of sword technique. Spooky ghost possession. Ooh. And I mean, I don't know how beneficial this thing is, but you know. Most of the sword techniques I don't find to be like all that important. They're helpful, obviously. Nothing down here. Alright, alright. Well, let's try going this way. There's not much over here. Oh! There's some kinstones in the water. A lot of them. I think there's at least 3. Yeah, appears to be the ring. Alright, so now that we have our final sword final main sword technique, we can come and talk to this guy. Pretty sure Great Blade was the flunky, because if you don't have the technique that he the spin attack, he'll actually like kind of like a jock, honestly. Like he'll call you dude, and that's kind of weird to see in a Zelda game. So this essentially makes your spin attack a bit stronger. You can go farther with it. This is Inkle. I believe he's the one just north of Lon Lon Ranch. He opens up our 3rd tree. These guys suck. I don't like them. They're super aggressive. 1. The spirit and the sword are 1. Split blade. So this guy allows us to, or allows our split gauge to increase a lot faster. Very helpful. You can find this guy before going to the 4th temple, or to the Wind Shrine, or whatever it's called. The one up in the sky. That can be very helpful. I would highly recommend finding this guy before that, because that can make fighting the boss there 10 times easier, because your gauge increases so much faster. Alright, and with that, I will see you guys in the next part. Thanks for watching.